hit play. Hi. I didn't think I'd hit play yet, but apparently I had. We are live. Okay, let me just pull you guys up on the screen. Close that. Good morning. So if you watched yesterday, I was kind of bright and cheery and full of energy. I got to sleep in. That's not the case this morning. Anyways, I'm on my second cup of coffee, and things seem to be looking up. If you saw my post earlier this morning, my daughter is very busy. She she figured out where her snacks are in the kitchen, and now goes and into the drawer and just pulls everything out and empties it. And today she dumped a whole bag of her organic teething cookies all over the floor. Nothing new, but just, it was very early. Okay, so yesterday did a pretty lengthy video. We made a Aztec gift box. Well, we didn't make the box, we decorated the box. So it was with some watercolor butterflies. This morning, I thought we'd try and do something nice but quicker. And we're going to make a gift bag. Fairly simple, but it's kind of fancy fold. So I have two options. I couldn't really decide, and then I put my ribbon away by accident. Okay. Oh, here it is. For what I want to do. So we'll see how the time goes. Maybe we'll make both. I was debating because I know earlier in the week we made a birthday card using the Mosaic Mood papers. And so I pulled out a hummingbird sheet and some pool party, old olive and pretty peacock ribbon to use to make this gift bag. But then I also thought, well, why don't we do something a little bit different and use some different papers. So I found this sheet from the Come Sail Away suite, which is different. And this could be more masculine too, although I'm not sure the bag is going to qualify as masculine. We'll see. And then our white flax ribbon. So I think what we'll do maybe is we'll start with the Mosaic Mood papers and that bag, and then if we have time we'll do this. Unless whoever's watching, if you want to vote very quickly while I set up my camera and let me know, do you want to see this paper or this paper? Just say yellow or gray to make it easy. And then we're hummingbirds in gray. And we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to make this bag. Okay, let's turn some shadows. Bring my lamp closer. Alright, so, just checking, have you voted? Alright, no one's voted yet. Okay, so, let's do our Mosaic Mood. So this one's kind of directional, so we're going to see how this works. This one, I guess, does not necessarily directional, right? You could do this any way you wanted. So just take note when you're doing your paper of whether it needs to be a certain way or not before you get started. Okay, so I'm going to use 12 by 12 paper. We'll see how this works. Alright, so we're going to start just by kind of finding our center. So if I line it up on my mat, if you have grid paper, you can do that. I'm just going to use a little pencil and make a note. So this is 12 by 12, so I know I need it to be 6 by 6. So I'm just going to put a little mark here. And turn it over and do the same thing. It really matters. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this kind of just over center. Actually just into center I'm going to do. And I'll fold the other one just slightly overlapping. My paper's upside down, so I'm going to just have to remember to turn it over before I do the bottom, or we'll have an upside down bag. Okay. And I'm just going to overlap it a tiny bit so that I can glue it down. So about 1/4 inch. That's about what I'm. Can you hear that banging? Somebody's jumping upstairs. Okay. I think I overlapped it about 1/4 inch. Any comments? Oh, come sail away paper. Tara, you want come sail away paper? Okay, I'll switch. Hold on. I can do that. All right, here. All right. Six. Flip it over. Okay. So I'm going to fold the first one into center. This way I don't have to worry about the direction. Yay, okay. It's also a little bit lighter because it's not a specialty paper, so it's a little bit easier to fold. Alright, and then we're going to overlap this, like I said, about 1/4 inch. So if you don't have a glass mat, if you had grid paper, that works really well. If not, you can use a ruler. Like this one. So make sure I'm doing this straight. Okay. Alright, now I'm just going to glue my edge. Oh, you know what? I pulled out a new glue because yesterday my glue was acting up, but I didn't actually open it. So let me do that. Going to give that a second to dry. I wanted to use a stronger glue. I don't want to use the snail on this just because it's going to be a gift bag and we're going to be filling it with stuff, right? So, okay. Alright, so then we're going to fold up from the bottom. I'm going to push this up so you guys can see that. I'm going to make sure. I don't think it really matters on this page. We'll do this as the bottom. Fold up from the bottom. I'm going to fold this up about 2.5 inches. Okay, so we just fold it up the bottom about 2.5 inches, like that. Okay. And then we're going to open it up. So I'm just going to pinch this like that so that you have your, sit right in there. It's a bit of, I guess it's not organic because we're using glue, but paper folding. Alright, and then we're going to fold this top piece down. So this is what's going to be the bottom of our bag, in case you hadn't quite figured that out. I just want to make sure this is somewhat straight here. Fold this piece up over the top. Okay, so that's going to be the bottom of our bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. Not going to worry about the little extra glue. That'll dry clear and take care of itself. Okay. About a second to dry. And we're going to open it up. Oh, actually, no, we need to fold our edges in, so let's do that. This is just going to give it the crease down the side, so I'm just going to grab my ruler. which is hiding on me. I might have to do this without my ruler. Oh, here it is. Right beside me, I didn't even see it. Okay. You don't necessarily need to have a ruler. You can also use the scoring board for this. I'm just not going to pull it out right this second. It's just for the side. I just folded this in. Oh, you know what? I need to do it a little bit further. So that we want this kind of... Actually, you know what? I think it's going to be fine. Let me just check. I don't think I need to... The other one I did was smaller. So let me just see if we're going to get a nice side if I fold it the same distance. Try and do this on camera for you guys to see. Okay, you know what? I'm using thicker paper, so what we're going to do is I'm going to stick this back out, flatten this back down. Just going to fold it both ways before I... There we go. Just to get a really good crease so I can open the bag up. Okay, that's going to work. Yeah, okay, great. So we did one side, so you can see kind of how the bottom is going to pop out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to do the other side now. It's going to be trickier a little bit. And again, I'm just going to use my ruler to fold it in a little bit. Depending on how, I guess, wide you want the bag, you can make these folds a little bit deeper. And yes, you can use your scoring tool too. So just fold it back and forth a couple of times to get, or flip it over and score it front and back so that you get a good crease. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to open it up. And pinch it. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So there we have our bag, our bottom. You can see the inside. So it's not super deep, but it's a nice shape for putting like a little gift in. Or even like a pack of cards if you don't want to decorate the acetate box. I think it would actually slide right on in here. Pretty much. Okay. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to accordion fold the top down. So I'm just going to pinch this. I'll just do that for a second. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. And then you're just going to keep going. Accordion fold all the way down. You can use your bone folder to get a little bit more of a crease. Then the bigger that you want like the fancy top of your bag to be, the more folds you're going to do. Going this way. Okay, I want to keep going. If you know what you're going to put in this bag, it gives you kind of a better idea of how much of a top you can put on it. You're going to essentially accordion fold this bag down to about where you want your gift to be. I'm halfway doing here. All right, let's do one more. Okay, so then once you have that done, of your top, you're going to put your gift in it before you do this next part, before you put the ribbon on. But you're going to pinch up here, kind of in the middle, so, and pull up on your fan pieces here. one side, and then pinch and pull up on the other side too. And we can just bend it a little bit. It's a thicker paper. Once we have our ribbon on it, it's going to look a little bit different. It'll pull it together more. But just, where's my... I'll use a pencil just for now. I was looking for my little scoring tool so I could pinch it around. Okay, there we go. So just, or I'm using a paintbrush pencil. It's my paintbrush. Okay, so there we go. So what you can do, I suppose if you want it, once you have your ribbon on it, you could even kind of glue it. It would make it a little tricky to open, but you could do that. And then, so let's put our ribbon on it. Why don't I put something in it just so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. I'll untie it later. So definitely stuff it before you accordion fold it. I might have to just redo this a little bit. Okay. Just going to toss my Versamark in there for a sec. Okay, there we go. So we have a nice ink pad that we're gifting to somebody. Right, we're going to just redo this quick. It should go right back. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to grab my ribbon. And this is going to be the front, because our crease is on that side. And let me just make sure I'm not missing any questions. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay, enough. You guys, oh, I can't see if I'm showing this to you. Hold on. Okay. So, and then I'm just going to pull and tie it. This is a thicker ribbon. I want to pull it too tight because I want my bag to be flat. I don't want it to be bending over. So I'm just going to tie this. Oops. Make sure my ends are even here. Okay. It's a little bit twisted. Just play with my ribbon for a sec here. Okay. Is it twisted in the back? It is. Okay. Let me just straighten that out. Squash that down. And before we put our bow on it, I'm just going to pull up like that. If you do it with a thinner ribbon, it's obviously going to come together more in the middle, but it doesn't have to. The original example I saw actually didn't have it come together in the ribbon in the middle. I just thought it'd be kind of cool if it did, but then you're going to tie your bow and you have your gift bag. I just put something obviously quite thin in here, so it's not puffing out as much as I might like, but there's the back. I'm just going to pull this up so you can see. So a nice little back on it. And then here's the front. So you can obviously, like you can see, put more in it. I didn't fill it up. I just kind of tossed our stamp in there. And then, if you wanted to, like I said, you could also just glue right here. And then you'd have a full fan bag. They'd have to kind of have some fun figuring out how to get it out. But I'm not going to do that because I put my Versamark pad in there. And I don't want to rip the paper getting it out. Anyhow, yeah, so there's our cute little fancy fold gift bag. I'll just put it down there so you guys can see it. Thank you so much for watching this morning. I said it'd be a quick one, so hopefully it was. yeah, give it a try with some other your papers and ribbons, and if you do one, post a picture below. And thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Just an FYI, next week I'm going to be coming on a little bit later. I had signed my daughter up for swimming lessons before I started doing lives. So her swimming lessons are at 9. They're just up the street. So I should be live by about 10:30. I'm hoping is my plan for some stuff, and hoping to have an unboxing video of holiday products for you next week too. Hopefully they will be here. Very excited about that. But thanks again, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave one below. If you want to see the mosaic mood, let me know, and I'll throw that back together and post a picture of it for you as well. Okay, thanks guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.